Wow, what a night here at the Hybrid Fitness Stadium, and a statement win for Merstham as they continue their hunt into the playoff positions against the league leaders tonight. 3-2 winners. I mean, God, what a game. The first half was cracking. I can't wait for you guys to see the highlights, but I'm sure this man's heart rate was up and down throughout the 90 minutes. Jamie, thanks for joining us as always. But yeah, what did you say to the boys in the dressing room after that?
I mean, I told them to enjoy it, but you know, the priority is Saturday now. We've got to back that up, and that seems a little bit of Scrooge from me. But actually, you know, today brilliant. You know, an added bonus to go and take 3 points away from, you know, potentially the champions elect. Potentially, they're a great side. Ben, you know, the players they've got, they're a real top side, and tonight's our night, fully deserved. I think in terms of, you know, what we tried to do and what we did do. Probably got a little bit of luck at times, but you create your own luck. I don't think we've got loads of luck, but you create your own luck. They scored 2 good set pieces. But yeah, just focus on Saturday. They tried getting a Thursday night off. I said, no chance. We're trained Thursday. And we got to back it up on Saturday now. So yeah, enjoy tonight, probably enjoy tomorrow. But then straight back on it Thursday, we've got to go again Saturday. Saturday's a really important game for us, so we've got to make sure our heads are in it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've kind of, that was going to be my closer to the interview, actually, but you've beaten me to it, so that's fine, mate, that's fine. What was the most pleasing aspect of the performance this evening?
Fight, courage, desire, bravery at times. I think for us often, certainly over the last year, we've transitioned as a side. Probably my biggest, at times, disappointment with us is sometimes we're a bit soft, and we know that's part of being a young side. We know it's part of being good lads. We've got great lads in that changing room, but actually at times we can be super competitive and together on the pitch, and I think that was the pleasing aspect. We were celebrating every tackle, including me. We weren't scared to be brave at times and try and play on a grass pitch. At this time, I think our pitch is unbelievable for this time of year, but it's still a slightly bobbly grass pitch. You've got to try and pick your moments. I thought we'd done exactly what we asked them to do. We got down the outside of them, we got balls into the box, we had shots, we had, you know, moments of some real good quality. So yeah, loads of pleasing things. But fight overall, the fact we never stopped going. People think, oh, that, you know, when they went down to 10 men, that would give us the game. Not at all. Not against a top side like that. They've had quite a few lads sent off over a period, and they still go on to win games. They know how to win games. They're a very, very good side who've been together, you know, quite a long time. So yeah, I'm probably just pleased with the fact that we stayed together throughout. We went 1-0 up. Great goal from Corey. Phenomenal finish. They scored 2 set pieces in 2 minutes, which is disappointing from our respect. You know, they were massive giants, it seems. Anytime they got, you know, the balls from Rory were unreal, and they attacked it really, really well. So it was one of those, like, what can we do? We knew they were going to do it. We tried matching up as much as we can, but yeah, just that resilience to go again, really, and to overturn a 2-1 deficit.
Was there any cause for concern in the second half that we weren't making that man advantage count? Because the goal came in like the 81st minute, I think, and it was a set piece for us. But it just seemed like, you know, Ramsgate was still in the game for long periods.
Yeah, but they're top for a reason. I'd be disappointed if they weren't still in control with 10 men. I just think that's, you know, credit to them and the quality they've got. Saying that, they were still in the game. I don't think they necessarily had like control of the game. It was still very much open. They obviously I don't know if they need to win more than us, because we need to win, but, you know, they want to go and win the league. They're good enough to win the league. They've been trying the last couple of years, and they obviously feel, you know, it's another race between them and Sittingbourne. So, yeah, listen, against a top side, it's difficult sometimes to find your +1, and their shape actually didn't change too much despite losing a player. They lost another man in midfield, so that should have been the area we tried to sort of control, but they've got some real top players in there, and they made our life difficult. Yeah.
I say the curse. Is it the curse or the praise of Merstham TV strikes again? Brad Wilson pops up just before the break to get his first goal, and then Emmanuel gets the winner as well. You must be pleased for those boys to break their ducks.
Yeah, who's next?
Tolfs?
Yep.
Go on, Tolfs.
I'm trying to think who else who hasn't scored for us this year. Well, Sen and Nahidi are obviously going to have to pop up at some stage. Yeah. Kinder's claiming one, I think, at some stage.
He scored in the league, in the Surrey Cup, didn't he? Yeah, it was a great finish, actually.
Great finish.
Yeah. We weren't here for that one, but unfortunately, but it was a decent chip.
It was a great goal. Yeah. So I mean, that's what it's about, isn't it? We're trying to spread the goals. That's actually a great stat, isn't it? Everyone in our everyone in our squad is chipping in with goals. So we're really pleased with that. And yeah, I think Brad's probably been our best player the last month. He's gone from almost like someone who, with Seddon and Healy coming in, could have potentially turned into a little bit of a peripheral player. Everything happens for a reason. Football Kingy gets injured, who, you know, has had some really good moments for us, and we put Brad in probably his more favoured position, which is an attacking midfielder, and I think he's been brilliant for the last 5, 6, maybe 7 games, and I think he should have had 1 or 2 more before today. Yeah. I look back at the Three Bridges game, and he's had 1 or 2 other moments against other teams. I think he was due a goal, but he's picked his moment and picked a really good time to score it, and it was a good finish as well, great finish. So half volley, sort of into the ground, away from the keeper. Yeah, great finish, and hopefully Brad can kick on with that little bit of extra quality now.
Yeah, very good, very good. You mentioned the fact that Ryan Healy and Senna McKillop have joined us. Add a little bit of extra bite into midfield. Some people will certainly know their reputations precede them, but how do you feel like they've settled in? And is that kind of maybe the final key to help us push on to maybe try and get promotion this season?
Yeah, well, they've settled in really, really well. They're good lads, and I think the fact they know quite a few of the players, obviously Healy's played with a lot of them at previous clubs, and Sen knows quite a few of the boys as well. They have actually settled in really, really well. But we only sign good lads. We only sign good characters and lads who are able to fit into what we've got, and them to have fitted in really, really well. You know, some might have suggested it looked a little bit, was it unjustified bringing in 2 players? But at this time of the season, you know, we know about Charlie's injury and us trying to manage Char. Obviously Bill's probably out to the end of March. He's been quite unfortunate in recent months with his injury. Kingy's only just returning. Lee Lewis is obviously doing it, for me, an unbelievable job. I mean, we've got 2 left backs out at the moment, and Lee Lewis has been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal at fullback. So credit to Lee. I thought again today he was brilliant. So those boys have come in at a really, really good time, and we're glad to have them on board, and hopefully they just add a little bit of a different dimension to what we've already got.
I thought you were quite brave in your substitutions tonight, because Senan and Emmanuel both picked up bookings in the first half, and you know, people always say try and even it up in the second half. I'm sure that would have been a call from the Ramsgate bench, but you were quite brave and left them on. What was the thinking behind that?
I kind of just think like we know what they're about. We know that I mean, Emmanuel don't really tackle anyway, so he was a little bit unfortunate to get his yellow card in terms of kicking the ball away, which I thought was a bit tough. It was early on, and the lino hadn't even put his flag up. It seemed a little bit tough. Yeah. And Sen's a clever lad. Sen can manage himself, and he can manage a game, and Sen knows what he can do and can't do. He'd already been booked, but he knew that, and he weren't going to throw himself in. We actually thought, well, we knew Healy was struggling with his hammy, so it was a little bit of a toss-up between those two. But with Healy struggling, although as he come off, he said it actually feels all right. But sometimes we got to make these decisions, and it was definitely on the back of our mind, but thankfully we managed to ride it, and we were very mindful of the fact that the ref may look to have evened it up, but then I don't think you can even up such a. I mean, the red card was fully justified in my opinion. I've seen it back now 2 or 3 times, and you know, no disrespect to Joe, because he's a really good lad, really, really good lad, but the tackle's not good. It's not a good tackle, and it could have done real damage to Brad, real damage. So I don't think there's any coming back from that.
No, that's fair enough. Just finally then, we've got 6 home games this month alone. Got to be 6 out of 6 in it, surely. No, I mean, obviously that would be dream world, but I mean, going into Saturday against Lancing, obviously we've got to make this really count, is to pick up another 3 points then, right?
Yep, today becomes irrelevant if we don't get a win on Saturday. So we got to make sure we apply ourselves, go again, same energy, same quality, same approach for Saturday. We obviously see how the players recover after today. You know, Olu missed today with a little bit of a knock. We're hoping he'll be back in training on Thursday, which is obviously good. He was very good on the weekend, Olu. So, you know, we're in a really good position. We've just got to focus one game at a time. We've got to make this home ground a fortress. I thought our support was really quiet first half, and I know we speak about that end and the fact there's no terrace and it doesn't echo, but I actually looked over and I felt we looked threadbare. I thought we looked like less in numbers, and we actually got swallowed up a little bit by Ramsgate first half, which I think almost had some sort of influence on the game, especially when it was the corners. They almost sucked the ball in there. Second half, they were incredible and completely turned the game on its head, in my opinion, with, you know, the encouragement. I could hear him as loud as I've ever heard him. It was actually brilliant, to be fair, to see at this level. You've got, I don't know what was behind there, 70 fans there. Probably Ramsgate have brought 100, and fair play to Ramsgate. I think they're the first side all year who've come in numbers to us, which is huge credit to them. It's nice to see, like, you know, another team. We're quite good on the road, aren't we? We we take normally a coach to most away games, so we're well supported away. But Ramsgate were top today. Last year when we played them on a Tuesday night, again, it was a bit more miserable, weren't it? So I don't think they come quite in numbers, but today was brilliant, and we look forward to the return leg in a few weeks. So we'll be taking hopefully a few coaches up there too.
Yeah, excellent. Try and get down to the Hybrid Fitness Stadium this month if you can and support the boys. I mean, just check the calendar. Any Saturday or Tuesday, we're here pretty much the 15th, the 22nd, the 25th, all sorts of going on. But come down and support because the boys are on a real march now. Jamie, well done tonight.
That, Jake,
please, yeah.
I'll still shake you. No, I was just going to say, obviously, we've got on this Saturday, we've got our Kids Go Free day. So Kids Go Free, we've got some various activities going on, signature sheets, we've got a tuck shop, we've got some other little games going on. And then our home game against Margate, which I believe is our penultimate home game, we have got our family fun day. So we've got loads of activities going on. We've done it last year against Seven Oaks. I think we got 700 supporters down here, local supporters. We'd like to try and top that this year, and hopefully it will be for a more meaningful reason heading into the business end of the season. So thank you everyone, and yeah, look forward to seeing you all soon.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jamie. Did you say signature sheet?
Signature sheet.
I'm all over that. I'm still looking for Javon Dyer from last season. He's the only one I'm missing from last season.
Up the road at Red Hills to see if we can go find him.
I'll see you later. I'll go. I'm off.